Well, we started about, wouldn't you say it was about 20 years ago, Gail, that we really consciously decided we wanted to be a team together in our giving. And that was a new idea for us at that point in time.
Yes, I've been yearning for it. I wanted to teach Bible studies together. You were too busy in work.
Oh, I know.
I was doing my women thing, and you're so a team in giving. Yep, it's really been exciting.
But when we started it, we did not realize how challenging it was going to be either. That I have certain giftedness, you have certain giftedness, and we don't always, or at least in those days, we didn't always see things the same way. So it was a lot of hard work to learn how to blend our giftedness to create a whole that was better than either of us were beforehand. But I think we've accomplished that.
I think we're better.
Well, we're better. That's fair.
Peter, yes, because you're so strategic and you like to leverage. And
you're so warm and relational.
I need that. We still are figuring out, what does that mean? How can I have relationship when we're giving to lots of organizations?
But one of the things that's happened over the course of 20 years is that I have become a lot more relational than I was. I'll never be Gail in terms of relationships. I just don't have that capacity. And she is incredibly strategic. I mean, you really are. You amaze me sometimes how strategic you are.
I like the challenge now. I like to please you, darling.
Oh, right.
So, okay, well, I really appreciate that in the tight places we also had people who could encourage us. Like
yes,
when I needed to have someone understand that I needed a joy of giving and I couldn't just do it in an organized way, and they encouraged you to let me have
to turn loose more.
Turn loose.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember back, oh gosh, it had to be a dozen or 15 years ago now, when you did not have any freedom in giving, or at least you didn't think you did, because I always wanted not to oversee, but to be a part of your giving decisions.
Oh yes, I certainly do. And this is something I love to encourage women about. I think women need to be able to express their passion. So working as a couple is really important, but not to the exclusion of one another. So I love now when I say, I have a great idea, let's give to such and such an organization, and your response is, I want to be part of it, instead of, yeah, go ahead, do it. So you haven't just cut me off, sort of, but we do it as a team more and more. So. But
we had to go through a tough time when we actually got some counsel from some really close friends who told me, Peter, get your hands off of it, let Gail make the decisions, and let her go. All you're doing is stifling her in what you think are these wonderful motives. So I really had to change.
And I want to pray. I do pray more and more about things that we're giving to, so that I have such assurance when we give gifts that God will use them. And then one of the funny things, we've told this so many times before, but we were speaking one time together about giving, and Rob Martin was with us, the director of our foundation, and he mentioned that he and Peter, we could be out off on a trip, and he and Peter would be walking along, pontificating actually on
strategizing,
yes,
not pontificating,
on how to deal with the homeless. And you would walk right over someone on the street, and you look around, oh, where's Gail? And I would be addressing the person.
She would be back there talking to the person, or trying to help them up, or doing something for them specifically. We wouldn't have even seen them because we were trying to solve the global problems. I think sometimes guys are like that.
So anyway, this whole focus though is just, we want to encourage couples to give together. There's so much multiplied joy, actually. So.
There is multiplied joy, and I think the quality of our giving is better today than it was 20 years ago, because we've learned how to play off the giftedness of both of us in making decisions and understanding issues. So that, it's a big change. A lot of hard work to get there too.
Yes, but fun.
A lot of fun.